Hi guys, welcome back to MCM London Comic Con, and we have two very special guests for you from the play The Spoils. Please welcome Kunal Nayyar and Jesse Eisenberg.
Hi, thank you.
Wow, you've got them out of bed this Sunday morning. They're very happy to see you, and
Thank
so
you
are
for
we.
coming here. Yeah.
Welcome to London. How have you guys been finding it?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, we started doing this play about, 3 days ago, and it's going really well.
Perfect. And Kunal, I know that you were born in London. Have you had time to go see the Rels, have some chai?
No, Jesse's been keeping me very busy on stage, so I've had no time. This has been our first day off in a long time, so we're very lucky to be spending it with all of you guys. Seriously, it means a lot. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for coming.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And how has it been meeting the fans and also the reaction to the show so far?
Oh, it's great. We did this same play in America last year, and the English audiences, I don't know what it is, maybe they're trained to
Smarter.
listen. Yes,
Smarter.
yeah, that's it. Ultimately, that's it. Yeah.
We are, yeah. And so obviously you're here because you want to talk about your play, The Spoils. So for those who haven't seen it yet, can you give us a little bit about the premise of the show?
Yeah. The play is Kunal and I. We play roommates. He is a recent immigrant from Nepal, studying business in New York. My character is kind of just the worst version of myself, and I kind of torture him and kind of until he explodes. And it's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
A torture comedy.
Also, probably of interest to this audience because I know there's probably a lot of Game of Thrones fans here. Alfie Allen is also in the play, and then the two other wonderful actresses, Katie Braben and Annapurna Sriram. So it's a 5-person cast. We're all 30-year-olds in New York City.
And you mentioned Alfie Allen, so are you guys Game of Thrones fans?
I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, and he keeps pretending to give me all the spoilers because I've only watched the first 2 episodes of the season.
Yeah.
And he knows everything that's happened this season. So he'll fake text me all the time and hey, you won't believe what I just stayed on set, so I can't. So I stopped hanging out with him. No, he's great. He's wonderful. He's absolutely different in this play. He plays an investment banker from New York. So nothing like you've ever seen him do. He's a great guy. He's great.
Yeah.
Well, would you say, Kunal, you play a character, Kalyan, is he similar in any way to Raj from Big Bang?
I mean, I think that, there's an innocence to Kalyan. I think that it could be similar to Raj, but you'll see a very different side of me in this play.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
And Jesse, you wrote the play, so when you did that, did you have yourself and Kunal in mind to play the main parts?
No, in fact, after I wrote it, I tried to recast myself because I have so much nervousness on stage. So I thought, well, I try to cast somebody more confident, and then no one was available, so I did it. And then with Kunal, I actually based Kunal's character on a friend of mine, so I was just thinking of him as I wrote it, the real guy who lives in Nepal and who's not an actor, of course. And then they sent me Kunal's name. I had actually not seen The Big Bang Theory. I Googled him, and I watched clips of it, and I'm a straight man, but I fell more in love with this person than I've ever been in love with a woman. I just watched every clip of him.
You had a man crush.
I guess that's what it's called on Twitter. Yes, I had that. I just watched, and I thought, this guy is so phenomenal. Our show is very different from The Big Bang Theory. It's tonally different, but his sweetness and his humor and subtlety and warmth is undeniable, and it comes through in our play, which is this, kind of dark, satirical play, and his show, which is a kind of bright, more optimistic kind of thing. So he just has this wonderful talent and this wonderful persona that I think will transcend every role that he plays. So I was more than lucky and more than honored to be able to get to do it with him.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people
Jesse's
will
also
agree.
a nice person.
Thanks. Bare minimum of compliment.
Exactly.
Well, one of the things you've said, Jesse, about your two characters is that one appreciates nothing and has everything, and one has everything and appreciates, has nothing and appreciates everything. So can you elucidate to that?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in New York and New Jersey, and it's probably similar to London, where there is a lot of wealth and also a lot of poverty. And I have just noticed, being part of both economic spheres, that when you have a lot, it can oftentimes create this feeling of emptiness because there is no striving, there's no need, no hunger. And I've been in both situations, and then I've also had a lot, like now, because I'm a movie actor, and I got very lucky, and so I have that kind of empty, I feel occasionally like a kind of emptiness, and it feels paradoxical. And then, when I was really struggling, I felt this great happiness, this great feeling of meaning in my life, and it seems like such a paradox, and yet I think it's real. And so what I wanted to write in this play was somebody who has a lot of privilege. His dad is a kind of upper middle class dude who bought him an apartment, and this is the character I play. And he has a total lack of meaning in his life. And then Kunal's character is an immigrant from an agrarian culture in Nepal, and yet he is full of hope and desire and interests. And it's these two characters stuck in the same room together that creates drama.
Yeah. I mean, having watched a little bit of the play, certainly it seems your character can be quite intense, and is that intimidating for you at all sometimes when you're on stage?
In a good way.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesse's such a wonderful actor. It's rare to be on stage with actors who listen and give and will never let you fall flat on your face. But he's a scary dude on stage, man. Look at this sweet face. He's like scary, but it's good. I mean, it's good to be with someone who's completely committed to what they're doing. And it's rare to meet people like him who are also so humble and down to earth.
Yeah.
And we've become really good friends, and we've bonded over things like chicks and basketball, things like
Mostly basketball.
Mostly
Playing
basketball.
basketball together.
Yeah. Well, not actually. Just we like watching it.
Virtual.
Oh, okay.
Virtual.
Yeah, like-
we talk
Yeah.
about basketball.
Exactly.
Yes.
And playing someone from Nepal, do you speak any Nepali or Hindi at all in the
No,
show?
not really. We don't actually speak any Hindi or Nepalese in the play or Nepali in the play. But I grew up in Delhi, in New Delhi, where I was surrounded by people from Nepal. I've spent time in Nepal. I have friends from Nepal.
Yeah.
So the cultures are not they're not dissimilar at all, in fact, to be honest, because
Yeah.
we're both from the north.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure all of Nepal would agree. But, I've tried to really create as authentic a character as I can.
Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to take some audience questions now.
Oh, yeah,
so if you
please.
guys want to stick your hands up, I'm going to come
Ask
to
us
you.
anything, but be nice. Don't say
Stand up for
anything
me.
mean.
Hello.
Hi.
We saw your show last night and it was amazing.
Oh, thank you
I think
so
I met
much.
you, yes.
And what was the meaning behind the band on your arm?
The band.
Jesse, is wearing a rubber band for some reason.
Yeah,
Why, what is it? Why do you do that?
I read somewhere that people wear rubber bands on this is a very specific question for Comic Con. My character wears a rubber band on his arm. I just read that people who often feel like some kind of repression, they wear a rubber band on their wrist to snap it into forgetting bad thoughts, and I just thought this character would have that. This is a very interesting thing that you noticed, because it's something that I wear that's very private to me, but that I never think people would notice. But thank you for noticing that. I frankly thought there would be mostly Lex Luthor questions, so wow.
Thank you.
Rubber band on a wrist in a small play. Fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming too. That means a lot.
Yeah,
Seriously.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi, this question's for Jesse. Would you be shaving your head by any chance for the next Lex Luthor?
There it is. If I say anything, I have a small ankle bracelet from Warner Brothers, and they'll shock me, and I'll die. So I can't reveal anything about the Justice League movie. But right in the last movie, in the Batman vs Superman, yes, I actually did shave my head on camera. They shaved it, so obviously we only had one try at it. And I had grown my hair out for a year for the role, and then had in 30 seconds. It was it was clean.
Next question.
Hi, I'm coming to see your play next month,
Oh,
which
thanks.
I'm really looking forward to.
Thank you.
Just wondered, will you be writing any more plays in the future? Have you got any new ideas or anything?
You have any ideas? No, I mean, I always write, because, I don't know, I think of it kind of like diary entries. Like for me, my diary entries are, probably very public, which is probably not healthy.
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, the play is very explicit, and it talks about very personal things, and it's shocking. But so I'm always writing. Right now I'm writing a TV series based on a book I wrote, so hopefully that'll be my next kind of, writing project.
Well, Kunal, you are also a writer because
Yeah.
you wrote your autobiography. And are you planning to move into writing plays at all?
Right now I'm doing the play, and then I have to go back to season 10 of Big Bang Theory, and so I don't know Thank you. I'm not entirely sure when I'll have the time to write, but I hope I get an opportunity to write because I love doing it. And the book did very well, and I'm very lucky that I told my story. And we'll see what happens. Right now, this guy's keeping me busy, and you guys are keeping me busy, and I'm lucky to be working.
Well, one last question from me. Jesse, are we ever going to see you on The Big Bang Theory?
Yes, I have told Kunal that I want to be on The Big Bang Theory, but my one stipulation, I've told Mr. Chuck Lorre this, is that I play Kunal's biological brother and no questions are asked. And I'm waiting for that contract. I've been denied now 7 times.
That's the season 10 finale
We
of
need
The
to
Big
see
Bang
that,
Theory.
don't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I know that you have very graciously allowed us to do a competition for our fans in the audience
Yes, of
here.
course. Sure.
So we have a great Superman jacket to give away. So Jesse, if you'd like to say the question, and then we'd like you to put your hands up, or actually just shout out the answer if you know it.
Okay, right. So this is like a very kind of insider question, but frankly less insider than wearing a rubber band on my wrist. So wait, so the question I have been asked to ask is if somebody can name the full name of the character that I play in the Now You See Me movies, then they will win a Superman jacket, which is totally unrelated, but for some reason makes sense here.
So does anyone know Jesse's name in the Now You See Me?
Yes, ma'am. Oh my goodness
Correct.
gracious! Wow, that's very
So
impressive.
you win this
She got it
great-
right.
Can I give
What
it
was
a-
the
Yes,
answer?
of
Say the
course.
answer in the mic.
From Legends Icon.
Wait, can I also say this jacket comes with a torso, so you now have a boyfriend and a jacket. Yes. Thank
Well,
you.
That was really
everyone, I
funny.
think
Thanks.
you'll
Hey,
agree
thanks.
with me when you say it's been absolutely fantastic having
Thank you,
us here.
guys.
Yeah, thank you
Please
so
give
much
it
for
up
coming here. You're
Kunal
so sweet.
Nayyar,
Thank you.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.